Imagine a world where clocks melt like cheese, where apples float in front of faces, and where the impossible becomes perfectly painted reality. This is Surrealism, the art movement that shattered the boundaries between dreams and waking life, led by two masters who turned canvases into windows to the unconscious mind. In 1931, Salvador Dalí created what would become the most iconic image in Surrealism: the persistence of memory. Those melting clocks draped across a barren Catalan landscape weren't inspired by Einstein's theory of relativity, as many believed, but by something far more mundane. Dalí watched a piece of Camembert cheese melting in the summer heat and experienced an artistic revelation. The soft, flowing timepieces challenged everything we understand about time's rigidity, suggesting that in the realm of memory and dreams, time becomes fluid, subjective, and utterly unreliable. Dalí's genius lay in his paranoiac critical method, a technique where he deliberately induced hallucinations and entered self-described states of concrete irrationality. He would take micro-naps, allowing bizarre images to emerge from his subconscious, then paint them with what he called the most impressionist fury of precision. This combination of dreamlike absurdity and photographic realism created an unsettling effect. When you imagine how a clock would melt, this is exactly how it would melt, drooping and distorting with unnerving accuracy. Meanwhile, René Magritte approached surrealism from a completely different angle. Where Dalí embraced theatrical chaos and flamboyant imagery, Magritte preferred intellectual paradox and deadpan philosophy. His 1964 masterpiece, The Son of Man, depicts a man in a bowler hat with his face obscured by a floating green apple. About this painting, Magritte explained that everything we see hides another thing, and we always want to see what is hidden by what we see. This creates an intense conflict between the visible that is hidden and the visible that is present. Magritte's famous pipe painting, The Treachery of Images, declared, "Ceci n'est pas une pipe." This is not a pipe. He was absolutely right. It's not a pipe. It's a painting of a pipe, a representation that questions the very nature of reality and artistic representation. Unlike other surrealists who painted dreamscapes, Magritte used sterile, stylistically neutral techniques to depict commonplace scenes juxtaposed against irrationality. He believed style would only distract viewers from meaning. Both artists drew heavily from Sigmund Freud's theories of psychoanalysis, particularly his ideas about dreams and the unconscious mind. The Surrealist movement, founded by André Breton in the 1920s, sought to revolutionize human experience by balancing rational vision with the power of the unconscious. These artists found magic in the unexpected, the uncanny, and the unconventional, challenging imposed values and searching for creative freedom. The impact of Dalí and Magritte extends far beyond their canvases. Their melting clocks and floating apples have become cultural shorthand for surrealism itself, appearing in everything from The Simpsons to Inception. They proved that art could materialize the images of our concrete irrationality, transforming the invisible landscapes of our minds into visible, unforgettable masterpieces that continue to challenge how we perceive reality itself.